Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to yet another playthrough of Vintage Story. Now in the last attempt we made it further than we ever have, but we were tragically killed by a ninja wolf in the forest when we were seeking out copper ore. The lesson learned from that experience is that I need to rely on panning to make my copper pickaxe, and then if we're lucky, we'll find like one copper nugget on the ground while we're journeying around, and we'll be able to use that copper nugget to dig down and get our, like with ladders, dig down and get ourselves copper ore that way, right? So we have a game plan. I agree with Saturn. Saturn told me that the most likely scenario is that my improvised armor was broken. And I think that I was taking so much damage toward the end of my playthrough there that he's like definitely right. So what I need to do is I need to keep tabs on my improvised armor. I honestly think I died because I allowed that armor to break. So this time we're gonna try to do a little bit better. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, create new world, wilderness survival. 1 life, world map. Color accurate, 70% land cover, and no class exclusive recipes. All right, last selection. Class. Now I'm thinking Blackguard because he has like the amplified melee damage, improved armor durability, reduced walk speed penalty for wearing armor, improved mining speed, 5 more health points, which is actually pretty huge. And the issue is that he's gonna have a worsened hunger rate, a significantly worsened hunger rate, right? The hunter was good, it's just I never ended up making use of the ranged damage, right? Never ended up making use of it. But that +5 health points and, you know, all around, I feel like this is a great class to use. I don't know if it's the one I should use. Like, I never got to test out the sling, right? Hello, Judy. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good day so far. My day's going fine. It's going fine. And he is black. God. Well, you know what? We'll try the hunter one more time. And this time, I'll try to craft myself the sling earlier on. Okay, so here we are. Interesting starting zone. I see some minerals over there. Let's go grab them. That's resin. I can't collect the resin, though. We have andesite stones. Alright. So, everything starts with a tool. Let's get busy. And then... Oh, you can make stone hose? Maybe that means that I could be doing my farming a lot sooner. I thought you had to make a metal hoe. Wow. So, Saturn, is it viable for me to start farming a lot earlier in the playthrough? All right. So where am I going? We have a lot of stuff around here. There's a peninsula down there that I could base up at to the south. I'll collect some immediate horsetails, but not many. I'll make enough for like a heal. Even that, no, it's not the right time for horsetail right now. Not the right time, yeah. Prudence. I need one more stick. Okay. There we go. All right. Almond mushroom. It's not poisonous. I'll take it. There's a lot of them. Chanterelles are edible too. Not bad. I know we can harvest the mushrooms faster with the knife, but I just kind of want to conserve the knife durability for now. Lobster? Dude, there's just a million edible mushrooms here. What's going on? However, the inventory is looking pretty ragged already. I don't even have cattails yet. But at least all the food we're finding is now stackable, right? I'll need to collect some cattails, so let's just get rid of that piece of dirt. Every 10 cattails gets me 3 inventory slots, so that's our goal right now. I can't believe how many mushrooms we're finding here. It's actually crazy. By the way, I saw in a tutorial video on YouTube that I can apparently, can't I stack stones on top of each other, like store many stones on one block? I couldn't figure out how to do it. But I could have sworn that in a video I saw this guy stack many blocks on top of each other. Wait, what the hell is that? Quartz chunk. We're just gonna drop that right there. Yeah, quartz bits. Okay. Okay, so we're continuing south. I know there's not a monster grace period, but hopefully there's like a predatory wildlife grace period. Because that would fuck me pretty fast. Well, I can either base up down there or up here. Or I could just do the middle ground thing and try to Well, there's not much space here is the issue. Not much space at all. Andesite cobblestone. Probably a hidden ruin down there. Anyway, witch's hat we will not collect. Berries. I'll just eat those. There's tons of witch's hat here. Oh, that frame rate is like painful to look at, dude. Okay. God damn, I need some cattails. This is fucked. Where the hell are cattails? Let's look at the coast and just peer off into the distance. Like, this is ridiculous. I can't take any more mushrooms. Like, I'm passing through a lot of food here. A lot of fucking food. There is 0 cattails here. Like, what the fuck? I guess let's go over there, but this is getting ridiculous. Like, it's an entire biome without cattails. What the fuck are we even talking about here? This is actually so fucked. It's just 0 fucking cattails anywhere. Let's go that way. I mean, the terrain changes color on the map, so hopefully there's gonna be something over here. Oh, this is so fucked. How is this fair, dude? Where the fuck are the cattails? There's literally, like, I found 4. And I've been running cross country for 5 minutes. If I could at least find like a chunk of copper, then it would make it all worth it. But so far, no dice. I found red clay. I'll take it. Okay, we at least have that. Perhaps the gods will smile upon us after all. It just sucks to be passing by all this food, being completely unable to collect it. Like, that's the worst part, you know? Oh, tons of blueberries right there. There. Holy fuck, there's an ocean of cattails here. It's about fucking time. And if I see a copper rock, I'm gonna shit a brick of gratitude. I feel like I was the victim of every type of racism right there. I was the world's first gay black Jew for a moment. All right, let's make some baskets. I need the inventory space. Okay. Maybe there's even like a possible strategy where you don't base up for the first couple days. Like you build a hay bed, sure, but you try to grab like several stacks of clay and you try to locate some you try to locate copper, right? Like just surface copper. You just keep moving until you find it and you keep on grabbing shit along the way. I don't know. It depends. It depends. Like, I'm sure it's a viable strat, but I'm not sure I'm good enough to do it yet. Pink bonnet. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, I'm just gonna start grabbing a fuck ton of this. What the fuck? Where's the monster? There it is, fucking throwing a spear at me. Holy shit. Oh, fucking god. Okay. Let's get away from that cave before I literally die. That was unreal. Okay. I'm assuming it gave up the chase. I fucking well hope so. What a fool to think he could defeat me with a little thrown-sharp stick. Does he have any idea who the fuck I am? I am the very embodiment of persistent scabies. We have some verdant woodlands over here. We're getting a lot of food. Okay. Seed vessel. Another one. Hang on. What? Can you do anything with bony soil? It says so many bones, but I don't know. Fuck it. Doesn't concern me right now. A lot of ruins around here. Oh, yes. Shitload of cattails right there. Cabbage seeds. Alright. God, we had to wander far. I mean, that stuff is way down there. Do I go back there? Well, the thing is, there was no cattails there. I can't base up in a place without cattails. Now, I could grab a shitload of cattail roots and plant them, but we'd have to wait for those. I'll still choose a base with copper any day. We can find clay just by digging. But I need copper. So we're just gonna go for a... Oh, okay, well there's some clay right there. We're gonna go for a wandering Giga Chad playthrough, I think. Red clay. Bye-bye, Mom. Love you. My first temporal storm isn't for 10 fucking days. Or, sorry, 7, so that's a long time away. It gives us a considerable grace period to just... I don't know, explore, look around. Okay. I need to make a bed and a basic shelter just so I can sleep the night away, and then I'll, you know, collect the blocks and collect the bed and move on. Okay. I now have a bed. All right. Now we'll eat some of the berries. You can make a crude shield with cattails and sticks, eh? As a hunter, being a nomad is not your worst notion. So the mushrooms have a long shelf life. I need to make a torch and get it lit. There we go. All right, collect that. Put the bed down. Seal myself in here. Okay, I now have a rudimentary little base. We have a good amount of food. We've looted some stuff, like seeds. Oh, by the way, I forgot to look at what you told me about farming. Welcome back, Evo. Welcome back, buddy. Hello, Anthony. Good to see you, buddy. Farm as soon as possible. So I guess it's a good thing we're getting these stones. Let's get some sleep. It's time. I like the nomadic early game. I'm just hoping it culminates in me finding, like, some copper on the ground, you know? Okay. We slept, let's collect our bed. The sun's rising, but it's not quite there yet. Howdy, Danzig. Danzig Sam. How are you doing? All right. I'll probably get rid of the fire starter, since we have the torch lit. It's not quite daylight yet, and I don't really feel safe going right now. You're at work, eh? I hope it flies by, for what it's worth. A raft would be good, but I need to scour the landmass to try and find copper. What's that orange right there? I mean, we could go now. Kind of. I'm worried that I'll get run up on by something, but... Let's make sure I'm high up while I harvest this. At the very least, I can do that, right? Like, I'm on a platform, and an animal probably can't get up here. At least most animals can't. So I can harvest my base in peace. Make another shovel. And then put the sticks on my belt. Get rid of the fire starter. I can't fall in the water with this torch out, otherwise I lose it. Or at least I lose the fact that it's lit. I don't want that. So at this point, if I see red clay, I'll be pretty tempted to harvest some. But I'll make myself a little shelter around me while I dig it up. And if we see copper, we're basically just gonna plop a base down right there. At least if we see an abundance of it. Copper is easy to spot in this environment. Well, if it's there. Okay. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that red clay point. Pretty much all of these waypoints are obsolete to us now. It's so far, I really don't think I would travel over there. Got a rye seed. Let's get more grass. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to mention it, I think, but today's the 3-month anniversary since I quit tobacco. It's been exactly 3 months to the day. Interesting area over there. Part of me thinks that might be why I'm so ornery. I've been so ornery lately, and I think it's actually because the physiological withdrawals are done, now the mental withdrawals are there. My brain is trying to, like, get its dopamine back to normal. At least I hope so. I hope that the way I've been lately is not the way I'm just gonna be stuck as, you know what I mean? There's a ruin over there. A tool vessel? Flint axes. Let's get rid of the andesite gravel. And the flint axes. Wait. 0.8 and 50, 60, and 1.3. So I may as well keep the flint axes actually and just get rid of the andesite one. Let's go over there, far to the northwest. There seems to be more greenery. Ashwagandha? I don't know about that, buddy. Thank you, guys. I'll keep it going. That's what the 100 days of discipline is for, right? Oh my god. We found a copper piece. Okay, I'm gonna mark this right here. Copper bits. What does pinned mean? I don't know. Either way, we found a copper bit. I can return there later to dig it up. I was hoping to find more than just that one, but maybe there is more in this biome. Like around here, right? Maybe I'll find more copper bits if I look around in a radius around that. And if I do find more, then that means that when I die, it's gonna be that much more painful. And we can feel like we've really lost something. I think that's important for a good series. Now, let's keep our eyes peeled. At least we know where we're going if we can get a pickaxe. Okay, that bear is literally chasing a fucking rabbit around. Fucking hell. Alright, at least he went, like, far the fuck away, right? We're gonna continue west. I may as well just grab those fucking copper bits, right? Like, I already marked it on the map. As long as the marking is there, then I can just dig down there later. So we'll grab the copper bits off the surface, but I've marked the site, which means that we can easily find our way back to that vein. I just hope I'm not walking directly into that fucking bear now. Alright. Yeah, there's some copper. Oh my god, wait, there's like a cluster. Okay, hang on. I want the icon to be right fucking here. Because this is in the dead center of all that shit. I want to pin it. I don't even know what the pinning does, but we're gonna pin it. Okay, copper. So we have 4 native nuggets already. Native American nuggets. So that would be like a sizable vein under there. At least like a respectable one. Okay. I hope I don't get attacked from behind, man. Okay, thank you, Saturn. So that's what pinned means, which means I definitely want it pinned. I need a little bit more firewood. I need 14. I just want like a tiny ass tree. Like this, right here. Okay. Yeah, we got to make some improvised armor now that we're getting like attached, right? And I have to monitor the durability of that armor. It really can't be too great. I'm pretty sure that it did break in the last playthrough, and that's why I ended up dying in 2 hits to that wolf. Scallop. Can I eat that? No. Okay. Inventory's looking pretty ragged. But we can continue to try and make it work. Let's eat these berries. I don't see any predators nearby, but that changes quick. We have... Okay, flint. Thought that was an ore. I shouldn't get too far away from where that is, so we're gonna want to base up somewhere around here, but I'm really hoping that I can end up finding well, for one, clay. Mushroom, eh? And a shit take mushroom. Look at that. I'm hoping to find clay and cattails in the area before we press on. Well, that's just it, actually. I don't really want to press on. I want to stay here. Now, I could end up finding clay just by digging. Like, if I dig, we'll find it, right? In many different places, that is possible. There's also that up there. I don't really know what's up there. It's okay if I keep on exploring, but god damn, I have to just do it safely. Like, I have to try to do it safe. There's quartz bits right there. I may as well mark it. Fucking moose over there. Screw that. If there were cattails right here, I would base up right here. But no dice. I guess let's run the perimeter of this large lake and see what we can find. I'll keep an eye out for mushrooms and berries on the way. And predators. Oh, beautiful. Fucking triple cluster of berries right there. Okay. Mature rye. And we got more rye seeds. There's a trader over there. Now, one thing I could do, I could base up anywhere. Let's get rid of that firewood. I could base up anywhere. And I could just bring cattail roots over, right? Or go on a day trip to find cattails. Or both, right? We just return home with the roots. We have possibilities. It's far from ideal, but this large swath of flat ground is actually great for hunting animals. If I ever want to toe-to-toe them with melee, which I have to admit I'm typically apprehensive about. Anyway, you know what? I think we're just gonna base up around here. It's close enough to the copper and the quartz that we found to not be absurdly far away. All right, we now have too much dry grass. We're gonna drop this in the water. Holy shit. Rainfall in this area is uncommon, which means it's going to be very hard to find clay around here. God, there's not even horsetail around here, now that I think about it. Oh man, this biome sucks ass. This is like the most donkey balls biome I've ever seen. It looks like if we go southwest, the color hue starts to change, but there is no guarantee that we find something livable. Not really. I'm still gonna check. I feel like anything is better than where we currently are. Because although I can bring the cattails here, I can't exactly bring the horsetails here. And that's definitely a limiting factor. Just till a large plot of land and you get a horsetail farm, really? How does that work? How to get horsetail vintage story. So horsetails grow spontaneously on tilled farmland. It rarely appears on tilled farmland. Yeah, I don't know. I need something more reliable than that. Well, we're definitely coming up on like a different type of forest biome over here. I will, I guess, remove that I'll keep the quartz marker there. I'll need to learn for myself how common it is and how easy it is to find it. God, this sucks. It's just a massive swath of, like, hopeless desert area. That quartz will remove the marking for. What is that? Inventory woes. We're just gonna get rid of this second axe. As much as I want to keep it, right now it's just taking up space. Much needed space, right? We can stockpile more food if we get rid of it. God, did we ever get a lot more food? Yeah, that area is bone dry. Well, what do we got here? Fucking turnips. Thing is, I have turnip seeds. A lot of them. But I might get more seeds from these. We're just gonna eat these to increase my vegetable count. I can't carry them, but I can eat them. And in so doing, maybe get higher max health for a time. Collect the rye. More copper. This is a substantial copper area. Holy shit. Okay. Copper. Boom. Wait, I forgot to pin it. Okay. That is crazy. Look at all this. Dude. See, why the fuck can't you find these more often? I've been walking across the world for 16 years, and I found 17 nuggets. Anyway, at least we got it. We fucking well got it. And we marked that site on the map, so we have more copper right there. I could head sharply west and check out the coast over there. I think that's what I should do at this point. Head west. We now have copper that's closer, and it's a larger vein of copper at that. I feel like if I did start a new playthrough, this is exactly how I would choose to do it. Right? Just run around. Run around, gather shit, try to collect a bunch of loot. I have a lot of sticks. I found a shitload of copper even. I don't have all the copper I need, but I have so much more than, like, you know... I have most of my pickaxe already, basically. And the less panning I have to do later, the more time I can save for the stream, and the less boring it'll be. Please have cattails here. I need a place to settle down, man. Fuck. I think I see a cattail off in the distance. But it's gotta be cattails and prunes. We have a full fucking stack of cranberries now. Okay. Now, I see the cattails, but we don't have horsetails. Maybe if I look around here, we'll find what we need. Lag spike. All right, it's over. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. A massive wellspring of clay. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die bloody. It's gonna happen. You just wait. Okay, clay. Got it. There's a shitload of cattails here. Basically, if I could find horsetails here, I'd be happy. Now, maybe if I till a massive amount of farmland, then we could get a lot of horsetail, but, like, do I need to water it? Does it need to be close enough to water to not untill itself? Like, what are the mechanics there? I'm not really sure. All right. It's time that we got ready for bed. Find wolves to find horsetail. Shit. Horsetail does not need water, nor does it need good soil. Just till low fertility soil for a horsetail farm. Okay, and does the soil ever untill itself, Saturn, or does it stay tilled indefinitely after you do it? All right, farmland stays farmland. Thank you. It's still pretty fucking dark out there. I can't leave yet. Maybe I can craft something. I don't know. I don't really have that much inventory space, but... All right. I have 60 fucking berries, dude. Look at all the seeds we've got. Fucking unreal. Okay. $58 packed dirt. We have a little bit more inventory space available to us now. Black currant berries. Those are only fresh for 24 hours, so that's what we eat next. Let's make a new shovel. Well, the sun is rising now. Albeit, like, slowly. So, we found clay. We have a copper mine over here. This whole area is probably, like, up here, it looks more wooded. Maybe I could just base up down here. Like, maybe at the edge of that peninsula or something. I don't know. Looks like that might be a trader over there. That's definitely a trader wagon. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it is. All right, let's do this the safe way, safe-ish way that we did it before. Shit. I let my torch go out. Fuck. All right. I'll have to fix that. wonder how long it takes for cattails to grow back. I should go look at a cattail that I've harvested to see if I can discern that. No, it doesn't really say. Let me look it up. "5 days. All right. There is more down along the coast here. So, Saturn, are you telling me that I don't have to worry about wolves if, well, you know what? I probably still want to base up in a forest, right? Because my wildlife trap only works if there's actual wildlife to catch. I'd imagine I'm not going to find boars in the arid lands, right? Leg spike. Fucking painful. All right. I see a cave over there. Well, what I'm wondering is the hunting. Like, I haven't found any mushrooms here, and all I'm really finding is berries, right? So what I'm wondering is, like, can I even get boars in the arid lands? I haven't seen any boars in this entire area the whole time. That area down south looks densely wooded. I see a coyote. All right, we'll go check the south. I mean, we have time. I mean, what the hell are we rushing toward, right? An early grave, I guess. But that's... Oh, my God. Okay. Holy shit, I'm really glad that's just a rabbit. Let me the fuck out of here. Fuck it, I'm using the packed dirt. I gotta get the fuck out. Yeah, screw that. Ugh. You can get both boars and bunnies in arid lands, eh? That definitely makes it a more tempting prospect to base up around here. All right. Then we're gonna look for a nice flat plot of land. I mean, this is flat, but the floor is also sand, and I don't really like that. So we're just gonna move, like, somewhere out here near one of these lakes. We're gonna look for a relatively flat plot of land. I could also check toward the south, like maybe that lake right there. The thing is, the copper and the coal, I don't know, well, the copper and the clay are within walking distance of that. If I can find a relatively fat place. If I can find a flat place, what the fuck is that? I don't know. If I can find a flat place, I can dig traps everywhere for animals to fall into. This place is kind of flat, like, theoretically, I could fill in a lot of the dips in the terrain. Okay, so there's a mount, there's a boat. Well, basing up here would be impractical because of the terrain, but yeah, pretty much this whole area is kind of mountainous, not really flat anywhere. So, somewhere up here seems to be the best bet. It's relatively flat. I can try to entrap animals. A peasant trap? Wow. Yeah, we have to catch peasants. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the hell was that? It's like a giant fucking spider monster. We're just gonna run as far this way as this way goes until we fall off the equator. How about that? Is the sun setting again, or is this just like a dark rainstorm? Alright, so I'm thinking this is the correct terrain elevation. We could grab a lot of the dirt from over there and kind of fill this in, right? It's hard to say. I just need a nice open flat plot of land. I could even build a moat around my base, like a wide moat that would catch a lot of animals in it. Kind of seems cheesy, but I really like cheese, so like we're good. And I'm pretty sure I saw in a video that you can collect water and bring it to your base, and you can create an infinite like source block or something. It's not Minecraft, like you can't make a water source block, but you can create a well that you can get unlimited water from, like if you withdraw it type thing. Okay. Well, let's put a base down here somewhere. You know what? There's more flat land if I instead endeavor to harvest a lot of this dirt. So we're gonna start by building a rudimentary house right here, and then we can engage in terrain terraforming later. Yeah. I really wish there was more flat ground. I have analysis paralysis. If you like to get cheese, mountains will have goats and sheep. All right. Sold. All right, we have 60 rammed earth blocks. So what would I rather do? Would I rather fill in this or harvest all of that? Probably fill in this. Yeah, we can harvest this mound of land up to a point. I didn't really realize how long it goes, though. All right. And I think I want to have an underground base. It's just I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need packed dirt to do that. I'm thinking in terms of the cellar. So like if you're underground, does an underground cave base just always count as a cellar? Let me look it up. Vintage story cellar. Any fully enclosed room at or under 7 by 7 by 7 blocks in size may be counted as a cellar by the game. While wooden doors do count for enclosing cellars, rough doors do not. Cellars do not need to be underground to work. However, since sunlight levels can affect cellar effectiveness, it may be easier to dig an underground cellar than to create an above ground one. Any blocks may be used to create a cellar. However, for maximum effectiveness, dirt, brick, and stone blocks, such as packed dirt or cobblestone, should be used. The higher the outside temperature is, the more the building material matters. Player-created light sources have no impact on cellar effectiveness. Okay. All right, we'll try to do like a basement, but I don't... What about stairs? Probably really hard to make stairs in this game. Yeah, you need fire clay and andesite for that. Yeah, making planks is a lot of work, so I'm not going to be able to make stairs for a while. Okay. All right. For now, we're gonna do a rudimentary type of cellar where I wonder if that would even work. I think it works if I just put a basket in there, but I'll have to check for myself, of course, by burying myself in there and then interacting with the storage chest after. So let's make said storage chest. All right, yeah, 0.26 parish speed. That'll work. So that's it. That's my cellar for now, is just a little block in the corner. Easy to find, easy to access. Now I'm gonna need better storage, but I'm thinking maybe I should just go straight for the clay storages, right? Let's just go get a fuck ton of clay and get started on that now, instead of using a shitload of reeds on tiny little baskets. Let's just immediately get started on making 4 clay storages. Like, I would much rather do that. I'll have to bring some of those berries, though. Not many. And I need to make the wattle fence gate. So 3 sticks and my knife. All right. I think this shelter might be safe, as long as they have no way of jumping in from outside. Still, I should just build a roof over the damn thing. Alright, the base is sealed. I'll put my bed down right there. I'm gonna need to replace the floor later. It's flammable. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of dirt, but let's go get the clay first. I want that work done. The clay is down here. Hello, Chop Slap. Welcome, buddy. It's good to see you. You can make stairs with dirt and stones even without clay. Look at path blocks. But I can't get stones. Wait, andesite is a stone. Oh, but I need terra preta. Okay, so claystone stone. Well, it doesn't look like I can get claystone stone too easily. Created by melting a snowball? What? Anyway, my food isn't gonna last long. It always goes faster than we think. So we're gonna want to make a rabbit trap pretty soon. I don't have any vegetables for the trap, though. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to plant some farm soil or something. I mean, all we have is low fertility soil, but if it works just the same, then whatever, right? I know that it works better if you have the higher quality soil, but maybe for the purposes we need, we can still plant something now. Really wish I kept some of those mushrooms, but... Alright, that'll do for now. Let's go. Okay, reed chest, stick. We now have the trap itself. I just gotta prepare it. And then find food for it. Make a knife blade. Okay. Now, let's set out in search of, like, a mushroom or something, like a vegetable. And we'll grab whatever berries we can find along the way. I wonder, hang on. I don't think that counts as a vegetable. If it does, we'd have to cook it. Okay. Let's just take a look around. Quartz. These are edible. Hey, that's medium fertility soil. Okay, oh, this is too. We'll collect 30. 31. Whatever. There, 33. Okay. I gotta close the blind real quick. Alright. I see berries off in the distance. With my full-ass inventory. Oh! Puffballs. Nice. Okay. So, fuck the wood. We gotta grab a lot of these mushrooms for storage, but first we'll eat whatever berries are here. I have another knife in my inventory, so we'll burn through the durability of this one, harvesting. There we go. Okay. The puffball is not poisonous, so we know it's going to work in the trap. What we don't know is if my trap is going to work the way that I built it last time. We kind of chose to build it differently, right? We widened the hole and deepened the pit. Anyway. I could get more maple logs now. If we find a maple. Tiny ass fucking trees here, though. Any clay and any stone is cobblestone. Wait. Andesite, cobblestone, clay, and stone. Okay, it does work. Thank you very much for the help. So presumably with that cobblestone, I could make, I might want that seed, actually. I probably have to plant trees. I could make stairs with that, huh? Alright, my base is down here to the south. Okay. Amalgamate those stacks. We'll cook the tool roots. And let's start shaping some clay. We're just gonna make 4 storage vessels, I think. And start baking them right away. Because we are about to sleep for 7 hours, we can shave some of the time off the waiting. And I will make exactly one cattail's chest, because later on we can repurpose it into a trap anyway. Just the one, just to help me out right now. Okay, so you craft the stairs with the cobblestone and clay. One thing I find weird, though, is that it wasn't cycling through the images of, like, look. Right? Andesite, cobblestone. It wasn't cycling to the different... Oh, now it did. It just cycles slowly. So fire clay, blue clay, and red clay. Okay, so it just took a long time then. All right. We have 3 cooked wild rhizomes. I kind of want another gate. Just because that's making my balls itch. There. I'm probably gonna have to go to sleep and start baking these tomorrow. We still have to make fucking... God, we gotta make more of these. It's a lot of work. All right. At least I don't have to worry in this playthrough about getting janked by a wolf if we live here. I feel like there's value to that. Okay. Alright, that's our second one done. But we're gonna need a little bit more clay, which we certainly have. Alright. Alright, let's just go to sleep now. Because I can't go out there and start melting these with the monsters out anyway. Or hardening them. Oh yeah, I should be putting these in here. All right. I'll eat 15 of those berries right now. All right, so for the first 2 layers, you can do it faster by using the triple option. All right, duplicate layer like 6 times. Alright, that's the 3rd one done, and it looks like the monsters are no longer drifting around my base. Once we finish making the clay pots and getting them fired, we're gonna work on building a trap for chickens and rabbits. We have 1 more clay pot to do. Just 1 more raw storage vessel. Okay. I'm glad to hear that, Evo. Glad to hear it, buddy. Well, it's been tedious, but we now have 4 unfired clay storage vessels, and we can fire them. It'll take 24 hours, but then our storage needs will basically be a thing of the past. Let's grab that last stack of clay that we've got. All right, kaboom! We have 4 unfired clay vessels. It took a lot of work, but that's just, you know, it means you can be proud of getting it done. That's what I love most about this game. Everything feels like a job well done when you do it, you know? So, we have to make sure that it can't touch anything flammable. Lag, spike. Alright, put that down. Hang on. Ow! What the fuck was that? You. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho ho ho. You fucking asking for it, you piece of shit. I'll fucking cut you up so bad, you gonna wish I didn't cut you up so bad. Let's go make a spear. Anyway, so that's how effective the armor is. It's pretty effective. Let's eat our berries. All right, we've eaten. All right, make a spear, kill that asshole, put our knife where it belongs. All right, where are you? Where the fuck are you? All right, he's dead. Douche. All right. Let's grab... I guess it doesn't matter if we use medium fertility soil to do this. Not really. All right. There we go. Now let's go grab all of our clay pots. And we're gonna need a shitload of dry grass, sticks, firewood. And then storage problems will definitely be a thing of the past. We're gonna want to expand on the dimensions of our house. Let's put all of these raw storage vessels here. Fire the clay. Probably gonna need more wood, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need 2 helpings of firewood for this. Yeah, let's go get more wood. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna plant a fucking tree right here. Okay. Shitty place for trees and wood. Very, very shitty place for trees and wood. In fact, this is probably the worst place. There might be stuff across the water, but it's not like I can go check right now. I'm gonna have to, like, stockpile wood. God damn it. Okay. I am gonna get hungry soon, so I hope I can find this wood in a timely manner. There's no trees anywhere. Yo, I based up in, like, the worst place ever. Just the lack of trees is, like, the biggest problem. I'm gonna have to, like, go really far away, cut down a fuck ton of trees, and transport the wood back, along with a bunch of seeds for planting my own. This is painful, dude. I found 1 tree and it gave me 2 fucking wood. All right, we hunted a boar. Opportunity. Ow! What the fuck? Bro. Dude, okay, there's like fucking 3 boars here. What the fuck? You gotta be kidding. I'm gonna fucking die to a boar after all this. I hope not. Look at that. Another one. Jesus Christ, I'm cornered. And now I'm starving. Oh my god. No berries. No berries. I better fucking get home quick, man. I'm starving to death. I wasn't counting on that. It was quite a curveball. Fortunately, you starve slowly. The chances I die to it are slim, but still rough. Okay. We gotta start cooking this meat. Curse that boar and all the halflings. I don't think I'm ever basing up in this biome again. I mean, if I do, I'm gonna be right on the edge of a forest. You need trees. Like, you need them. Otherwise, you're just setting yourself up for so much more tedium and laborious work. It's not even... It's not worth it. Okay. Put the meat in there. Light it. I mean, I could probably build a raft and sail across the water and potentially find another biome that would give me trees, but right now I'm just worried because I'm one hit from death and I have no fucking horsetail available. And I can't find any trees. Okay, hang on. Okay, I made a hoe. Requires no block above. I really hope I don't get shanked by something right now while I'm trying to do this. Okay. Yeah, we gotta get some fucking horsetails so I can heal my wounds. And I have to build a trap still. I'm kind of screwing the pooch on that right now. I really hope that we get some soon, man. I'm so close to dead. Like, I can't believe what that boar did to me. Okay. Eat the meat. Put the soil there. Well, if I have a crop on the spot, then I probably can't... What the hell's a spelt? It doesn't look like something I could eat. Let's plant the turnips. God, this sucks. Okay. Alright, let's go prepare a trap somewhere. The thing is, I don't see any animals around here, so if I lay down a trap, it might not even do anything, you know? My armor has half durability left. It was definitely destroyed in the last playthrough that we did. I have no food. Hang on. It's going okay, Zuzi. It's going okay. Yeah, hard as fuck, though. A lot of my mistakes, though, are like noob lessons, where it's like, with a little bit more experience, I wouldn't fuck up to this degree. Where the fuck is this boar? I fucking see it. Yeah. Get the fuck away. I died. That's it. Yeah. Fuck. Alright, well, so much for that, guys. We tried. We had 2 big attempts, and we just fucked it up both times. The game's stupid hard, but a big part of it is I fucked myself over. I based up in a stupid fucking place. Like, straight up, there's no trees at all. There is no good reason to base up in a place that barren. Like, and even finding food was hard because there was no animals around the place where I chose my base to be. So, like, I'm gonna have to write this stuff down. There's a lot of considerations that go into a base location. Find a base location with lots of trees. The shitty part is, the really shitty part is that I don't think I can avoid panning. And panning is literally one of those mechanics where it's designed to be boring. So, like, basically every time I have to pan in Vintage Story, we're just gonna have like 10 people leave the stream just because it's so mind-numbingly boring. There is fishing, yeah, there is fishing. Find a base location with lots of trees, animals, and cat tails. Horse tails help. Maybe I'll just, you know what? Lots of trees, animals, cat tails, and horse tails. I want all of that. Like, I feel like you kind of need it. The reason I died against that boar was because I had no heals. Like, there's no sense waiting for heals to grow on your farmland when you can just have horse tails everywhere, right? So find a base location with lots of trees, animals, cat tails, and horse tails. I find clay is easy enough to find. Yeah. So we're not going to worry about finding clay. All right. Anyway, guys, look, thank you for chilling. Thank you for spending some time with us while I tried to learn Vintage Story. It's hard as fuck. Well, if the forest is near, bears are an issue, sure, but I'm gonna have to learn how to, like, I don't know. I need resources. I can't have no trees, right? So, maybe what I'll do tonight is I'll research the biomes and I'll see which biome seems favorable to my success. Take care, rock on, and peace out for now, guys. Thank you for chilling. I'll be playing more Vintage Story tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't go as badly as it went today. Like, I want to get to episode 2 at one point. Like, I'm almost getting worried that this isn't permadeath viable, but I have to keep trying, right? So, since I also seem to really enjoy doing melee, I'm probably going to try the Blackguard. I know that food is more of an issue, but he starts with more health. He deals way more melee damage. Like, I feel like that's way better suited to my playstyle, you know? Anyway, take care, rock on, and peace out for now, guys. Take care. Mountain forests are safer, eh? All right, well, I'll take a look. I'll take a look at the biomes that are available, and we'll come back tomorrow with, like, renewed vigor, renewed information that might help us out. Anyway, later, guys.